Hello, this time I'm going to be explaining the periodic table of elements. I guess it's not that dramatic, but it is scary when you look at it. When you are a 7th grader and you look at this, you feel like it's a bunch of elements just mixed together. But the way you should see this is, it's a treasure chest. Okay, the first group you want to know is the metals versus the non-metals. The non-metals are going to be to the right of the staircase that I drew here. It's called the magic staircase. And the ones on the left are going to be your metals. Except for hydrogen. Hydrogen's a savage. Of course, there's different types of metals. Like in red, there's the alkaline metals. In orange, there's the alkaline earth metals. In yellow, there's the transition metals. And then green, there's basic metals. And then in a different shade of green, lanthanides, and an even darker shade of green, there's the actinides. Now to the left of the staircase, we have the non-metals, which are in blue, just non-metals. And in light purple, we have the halogens, and in dark purple, we have noble gases. Now right on the magic staircase, you have the semi-metals, which are neither metal or non-metal. They're weird. Now, reactivity comes into play when organizing the periodic table of elements. For the metals, the reactivity gets more reactive when you go to the left and down. So francium would be the most reactive metal, and for the non-metals, it is as you go right and up, except noble gases aren't reactive. So the most reactive non-metal is fluorine. Groups on the periodic table are sorted by how many valence electrons there are. So valence electrons are the electrons on the outside, or the very outside of the atom. So as you can see, group 1 has 1 valence electron, group 2 has 2 valence electrons, and then you skip the transition metals and go on to group 13, which has 3 valence electrons, 14 has 4, 15 has 5, 16 has 6, 17 has 7, and 18 has 8. But there is a special case, which is helium, which is covered up by the 8 thing. Helium has only 2 valence electrons, so it doesn't really follow a pattern. Alright, so atoms want to be special and be perfect, so how they do that is get 8 valence electrons. So the noble gases are all like perfect and stuff, while the others are like, Alright, so what usually happens is the atoms want to either lose or gain valence electrons to get 8 valence electrons. So what happens is from group 1 they lose 1 valence electron to get 8, except for hydrogen. It's left with 0. Alright, so and then what happens is in group 17 they gain 1 to get 8 valence electrons. So what happens is the atoms kind of bond, since group 1 wants to lose 1 and group 17 wants to gain 1, and so they kind of bond with each other. So like lithium can bond with fluorine or chlorine and stuff like that. And then group 2 will try to bond with group 16, group 3 will bond with 15, and then 14 is all by himself. I guess that concludes this video. I hope you guys learned something about the periodic table. If not, just rewind this video and watch it like a million times over. Gets me views. Yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll see you dudes in the next video. Bye.